So this is what happens when we push that button, and this is our volume, which is standardized. And here we can see the apex of the heart is pointing left. We can see the complete rib on each side. We can see the descending aorta. We can see that at the B plane we have the image demonstrating the ductal arch. And this is our starting image. We are very happy how it looks. So we tell the system that we like that alignment and we would like to proceed to the sonovicat. And we are going to the next screen as soon as we push the button and confirm the alignment. And here we have our standard views. And this is not just the screening views. This is basically the full fetal echocardiogram that can be performed using just one single volume, especially if it was obtained at a good quality. So we can start from the 4-chamber view, and here we can see in the tomographic imaging the very thick slice of the 4-chamber view. It starts relatively low, where you can see the coronary sinus and the TPCN valve here. And then, we have the step about 1.5 millimeters. So here at the middle, we can see our routine 4-chamber view, and we can see that this is normal. Also, we can see the views below and above that allows us also account for the differences that we can see between 17 and 24 weeks gestation for this gestational age this software was developed. And we can then go to the left ventricle outflow tract plane, and here we can see the perfect image of the left ventricle outflow tract, the septum continuing to the anterior wall of the aorta, and posteriorly the wall of the aorta continuing to the anterior leaflet of the mitral valve without any evidence of the dropout artifacts or specifically the ventricular septal defects. And then we are pushing another button, and we can see that this is the right ventricle outflow tract plane. And here we clearly can look at the pulmonary valve and the pulmonary artery. And also here on the top, sometimes the 3-vessel and trachea view visible. And we know that this is also a very important view for the screening evaluation. So here at this plane, we can see the trachea on the left from both both arches are on the left from the trachea. We can see the merging of the pulmonary artery and the aorta, and here we can see the superior vena cava. So, and remember that we wanted to keep angle relatively large, and this is because we would like to take an advantage of the looking at the abdominal arrangement of the vessels, and here we can evaluate situs. So we can see that the way how the volume is placed, this is the left side and this is the right side. We can see spine here, stomach is on the left. And what's important for us in regards to the situs, that the relationship of the descending abdominal aorta and the inferior vena cava is normal. Then the aorta is located on the left from the midline and close to the spine, and the inferior vena cava more anterior and located in the right abdomen. And now we are going to the sagittal views, and here first we can see the right parasagittal view or bicaval plane that allows us to see the flow towards the right atrium from the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. We also can get the ductal arch plane that shows us the cross-section of the heart at the level of the aortic valve, at the level of the basis of the heart. Here we can recognize the right atrium, the tricuspid valve, the right ventricle outflow, the pulmonary valve, the pulmonary artery, and then the continuation of the pulmonary artery through the ductus to the descending aorta. And here is the very characteristic view as a hockey stick, as many of you know. So, and also you can see that this is several images of the ductal arch here, so that allows you to see kind of the thicker slice of this vessel. And finally, we have the aortic arch plane, and here we have at the middle, the aortic arch looks like more like the candy cane, especially if you're familiar with that in this part of the world. And here we can see that we have the aortic valve and the aortic arch looks perfectly normal. So obtaining the good quality volume allows you to retrieve all those images in seconds and confirm that the heart is normal, and not only in the screening settings, but pretty much this is the complete fetal echocardiogram.